When you've saved your work scope, the work scope is pushed to the mobile field app. The app is designed to work offline. You're going to need to download your work scope to the device before you leave internet connectivity. Once you've downloaded the work scope to the mobile device, you're able to work continuously offline. You will have to connect back to the cloud, and the device will sync back to the cloud automatically. You simply open the app and connect to Wi-Fi, and it will upload your collected data automatically. If you are connected to the cloud while you're in the field, sampling and collecting data, it is designed to sync automatically. The app is available in Android through the Google Play Store and iOS through the Apple Store. Again, no charge for the app. One of the nice things about the app, if you've got multiple people out in the field sampling and they're working while they're connected to the cloud, they're going to see what the other technicians have completed as each sample and data syncs back to the cloud. If you've opted for the mobile printing, the labels are printed in the field right at the time of sampling. Everything's legible and neat. You sign your name on the device and your signature will print on each bottle label required for that sample. It's got a Google Earth type map on the main screen that shows you where all your sample locations are at. It shows you where you are relative to each sample location and allows you to find your way to a particular sample location. This makes finding locations in the field much easier. Samples are listed from clean to dirty by default. If you've uploaded historical data, the app will look back at the data from the last time it was sampled, total all the contaminants, and then sort the locations from clean to dirty. It's always a good quality control measure to sample locations from the cleanest ones first to the dirtiest ones last. It'll also resort locations alphanumerically, which makes finding a particular location easier if you have a long list of samples. If you are connected to the cloud, the project manager can be back in the office and track data, information, and photos as they come in. There have been numerous instances where project managers have reported to us that they're able to correct data entry errors, or based on pictures taken, able to identify technicians sampling the wrong well. Because of the real-time data transmission when connected, they've been able to correct these issues before the technician leaves the site. As mentioned earlier, you're able to create custom forms. So if you want to do a well inspection or other documentation as part of your sampling process, it's completed right in the app. Again, the Field Sampling app is available in Android and Apple. Here's a quick video of our mobile app in action. We recommend using a stylus, the little rubber tip on most pens these days. The reason is that gloved hands don't work very well on a touch screen. You can get it to work, but the stylus works much better. As you can see, our labels are unique in that they are printed in the field and they are legible. Our unique 3-part label has a main part with 2 separate QR codes. The main part has all the typical standard sample information. When you sign your name on the device, it's going to be printed above your name on every label for that sample. It knows it's you because you've logged in under your unique username and password. The 2 QR codes are designed so that one is placed on the lid of the sample bottle and the second one, which is optional, can be left at the sample location. Let's say you're sampling for asbestos. You can come back to that sample location after lab results have been posted, scan that QR code, and view the analytical results for that sample location. Field and sampling data can be sent to anyone right after sampling from the mobile device through numerous methods provided you have connectivity. Field data sheets, seen here, can be easily branded to your company's brand by simply uploading the company's logo. The name of the field technician, their signature, and selfie picture taken for each sample location is also included on each data sheet. The field data sheet allows for up to 4 photographs of the sample location to be posted on the data sheet. You can take an unlimited number of photos, and they are stored in the project management tool, but because of space limitations on the data sheet, we're only showing the last 4 photographs taken. For low-flow sampling, as shown here, we show all the low-flow sampling data and stability calculations, plus we document all the other sample location and data collection information. Sample bottles filled, meter information, type of pump, other notes needed, time of the sample, volumes purged, all the stuff you should normally see on a field data form. Data can be sent from the device, both as a CSV file and a PDF, right after you're done sampling if desired. The mobile app has several interesting features to it. The first one is our sync indicator icon. As soon as you download the scope of work to the device is going to compare the information on the device to the information for this event in the cloud. When the field data on the device for that event is perfectly matched to the data in the cloud, that arrow you see circled will be green. As soon as you start to collect data, if you're not connected to the cloud, that arrow is going to turn yellow. That indicates that you have data on your device that has not been pushed and synced to the cloud. All you need to do is connect to the cloud and it will sync automatically. You can force sync by clicking the arrow and it'll sync right away. If you are connected to the cloud in the field, it will sync to the cloud about every 30 seconds while you're collecting data. When the arrow is green, it tells you that your data is safely tucked away in the cloud, and you don't have to worry about losing your data. You could throw your tablet in the water or leave it on the roof of your car. It happens, and if that arrow was green before you lost your device, your data will be safely in the cloud. The next feature is the custody button, and we'll go into this a little later. But that's how you're going to start the digital chain of custody process by clicking that button. The arrow next to the word contamination is where you sort locations from clean to dirty. You can see underneath each sample location, it says total contamination and has a number. That's the total of all contaminants detected the last time that location was sampled. If you tap that arrow, it will resort alpha numerically by sample name. QA/QC information like equipment blanks, trip blanks, field blanks are handled at the bottom group together. You can see that duplicates and MSMSDs are indicated next to the sample location. If you want to add a new sample location on the fly, you'll simply click the plus button on the bottom, and it takes you to a new screen to set up a new sample. You're able to choose from an existing location or add a new location. The Field app has a built-in low-flow calculator. We use the most current US EPA methodology to do the calculations for you. Currently, you have to enter collected data manually. However, connectivity to various Bluetooth-enabled water quality meters is underway and anticipated very soon. When a sample location is completed and all data collected, it puts a green badge next to the sample location. If a location was not able to be sampled for some reason, it'll place a red badge, and you'll be able to take a photograph and describe why you couldn't sample that location. Also, once you start sampling a location, it will place a yellow badge to show in progress on yours and other technician screens. If your lab requires a paper copy of a chain of custody, you can pre-print that chain of custody ahead of time and manually complete the date and time on the custody in the field. You can also print a completed chain of custody from the mobile device if you have connectivity to a printer. If your lab is a SampleServe participating lab, again, there is no cost to the lab or a requirement to participate. You can use the paperless digital chain of custody process.